Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to the CoGPod. This is not Amanda. She's gone. Dead and forever.
Wow.
Rest in peace. No, she's fine. But it's a special episode number 69. And we have a special guest with us this week. Our friend, it's Bader. You know Bader?
Hello?
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 That's his normal voice.
It's so nice to be on the show today. I'm really excited. Can't tell you guys how long I've waited for this opportunity. It's, I think I've waited like 68 episodes, right?
69.
I want to know how your voice goes that high.
It's the Mary Poppins syndrome.
It takes a lot of practice, a lot of training.
Is that what you do like daily?
I do it daily now. I do it. Christina does it.
Oh, God.
We're crazy.
Hello?
Hello?
And Grim's here.
Grim's not here. Who's that guy?
It's like we can't have everybody on the show. Nick is also out this week. He just finished the game, and he's been super busy with that. And so go check out Crucible Falls.
Yes, go check that out. But he's totally cheating on us.
What?
With who?
He's hunting Robert Pattinson or whatever.
he's Pokemon going.
I mean, if he manages to hunt Robert Pattinson, can we be involved in the aftermath of that?
I'm sure we will be. We'll be questioned. There will be a lot of inquiries about Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson's disappearance from Yarmouth.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, they're filming a movie up there where he lives. A scary movie. It's called The Lighthouse or something.
A scary movie?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So Nick's trying to go and
scary things.
Hustle his way onto set or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they're taking some local extras or something like that.
He told us a story one time he walked onto a movie.
That happens, I think, more than...
I heard that. Do
you think?
Yeah.
It's
he said he was in Toronto, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Toronto, they film a lot of movies there.
You would know.
And TV shows.
I would. Well, Christina, so here's a little thing you guys don't know. My wife now.
What?
Wait,
what? Hello?
What?
Surprise.
She grew up in Toronto, and so
she's a
every
Canuck?
time we're watching a movie or something, and you're supposed to be Chicago or this city, that
she's like,
city.
That's Toronto.
She's like, oh, that's Toronto. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for ruining.
Thanks for being an expert.
Yeah.
Now you're divorced.
Not yet. It's only been less than 2 months. So
how long do you have to stay married before she can stay in the United States for a while?
Oh, she's already got the green card. So
there you go.
She says that wasn't the reason.
You sure?
Right. We all know what's up. Oh man. So, yeah, we're doing a thing with the stuff and the people, and I don't know what have you guys been up to?
Being dead inside.
Well, obviously, you're always that way. What was that?
Did you guys stop playing Monster Hunter: The World?
Yeah, well, for the most part, I haven't been playing it.
But the super event's up right now for Monster Hunter.
Oh, I know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What's
they have
so
some
super
world
about
event going on. It's like a bunch of event quests. They came out with, I think, one of the best greatswords.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I play it on and off. I finally got fighting the pickle. I made one of my other friends get on and let me find him, because tracking him down is the worst thing in the world.
Did you just say
what?
Find a pickle?
Yeah, pickle. Devil Joe. He's a pickle. He brines.
A pickle.
He's a picklesaurus.
He brines.
He's brining.
So what? So when he brines, does he become tastier, saltier?
Angry.
He makes people salty, is what he does.
Okay, so he goes to www.reddit.com/r/Destiny the game and just posts a lot of posts on there.
There's a 2 on there somewhere.
Dank memes. I don't think there's a 2. They just carried it over to the next game.
How
They
awful.
did.
Because it's the same game, you're right.
Yeah. No, shots fired.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Never mind. It's not going to change.
Well, at least
What?
it brought us together, right?
No, it didn't.
It's true.
I
So
don't
yeah,
wanna
we
see
should
you.
probably talk about that. How we met. I mean, it's the same way Grim and I met.
Is it?
Bader was part of that group.
Basically.
I mean,
I feel like
That-
you guys
that-
were already in
that
it,
just
and I
killed
just
the whole
kind of
story.
slinked in.
actually,
No.
I don't think so.
No?
I wasn't. Bader might have been.
Because I got in because of
Were you
Black
in there
Lion.
early?
No, I got in because I LFG'd a raid, and Black Line was in it, and it was like one of the smoothest raids we had. So at the end, I like sent BL a PlayStation message and said, "Hey man, like, do you guys have a clan or something?" And then he sent me a link to the 212 clan.
I was like, hey man, nice shot.
So we're all like kind of like we basically all swiped right on each other. Like
That's
let's
weird.
let's be honest. Like
don't
we were
know what
all
that
in the
means.
same city. We were all in the same city.
Whatever, Grim.
We were all Tindering, sitting on our phones.
I didn't. I got in from Tim, Cats fan. He's a friend of mine in real life, and he was like, yeah, I'm in this clan because nobody was playing anymore that I knew. And so he got me
You
in
live
that
in a
clan.
big city. How do you
So I
not
was
know
after
people?
all you guys. I don't know. Well, we had like a small group of people that we played with, like in real life, but all of them quit after like,
A week?
I don't know, Dark Below, basically. after, well, maybe
Sounds
like
like
House
all
of
my
Wolves,
friends. It
something
was
that.
like, I'm struggling. Well, I have Black Lion in this group, and then we couldn't beat Crota in our static that we had, so it just fell apart.
It's probably BL's fault.
We had this clan leader that was like,
Most definitely.
I'm totally rich and I can buy you anything. I'm going to get you a GameStop credit card. That was like his line.
But like, what was he like? Was he gonna buy you like a Gajaller horn?
I don't know. Look, we don't talk about
You
that.
couldn't get
BL
one
never
from
got
BL.
one of those. Except for at the end. I had to like text him for that. I was like, dude, go get it.
Oh, I'm sure he was not happy
2 weeks left.
that
Go
he
get
had
it.
to go get it.
Yeah. And then, I don't remember. That was like right towards the end of the life cycle, wasn't it? Or do you want?
I think so. Yeah, and then
Oh,
we
no, of year one.
That was year one.
Right?
year
Because
one,
then
yeah.
Yeah, because then it was
We had Rise of Iron.
outclassed because you couldn't use the old weapons for the longest
Yeah.
time. And then they did infusion and all that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And
we
we
played a lot
started
of...
King's Fall, the Dick Walls, all those things.
Oh, man. We were all in a raid group. Grim cameoed in there sometimes.
Sometimes. The first one, I
team-
think he was actually in the first one we finished.
I think so. In old Team Best.
You just pulled me along. You're
Yes.
like, no, just tell me what to do. You just
Oh, man.
forced me.
Then then Grim just yelled at us the whole time.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Like we were like,
Vader had Vader rules. So
always.
basically, we had... Once we got the raid down to where it was a pretty much on autopilot, then Bader decides every encounter needs a beta rule of some sort, and it was essentially a way to make it harder or just annoying, and some way to do it, an alternate way to make it more fun.
Or just more annoying.
But some of them prepared us for hard mode raids.
True, indeed.
Like the ships in Kingsfall. Was that Kingsfall?
Yeah, Kingsfall, yeah. You
Yep.
couldn't like jump
Yeah,
on the
where-
little platform to wait. You like had to get good and do the jump
you couldn't,
immediately.
You couldn't take
It's
the
like you knew
checkpoint
ahead of
to halfway, and then they removed that for hard mode.
See, I
And,
knew it deep down. I felt
They
it.
never did they never did remove the ghost thing though, where you couldn't take your ghost out for when you had to
For the
jump for
platform.
the invisible platforms
Yeah, Blix
Yeah.
cheated every time.
every time.
Every time. Claims he didn't cheat. Super un-Canadian of him to lie like
Every
Well, it's the
every
Asian in him.
time.
He has to win.
that.
God dang it, Grim.
Oh, Grim.
Your wife Lucy Liu would be upset about that. So yeah, and then Destiny 2 came out and we were all hype and fun and
Been
played it for
depressed.
Poo.
a short amount of time.
Look,
Destiny
it's
2.
such a good game that I did
Destiny
Vault of
2.
Glass yesterday.
Yeah, so Grim goes and plays Destiny 1. Who did you play with?
I played with Good
Yeah.
Chaos. He's like, he's
Oh,
been
okay.
streaming Destiny 1 because even after the patch for Destiny 2, like last week, he's like, it's okay. So I'm going to still play Destiny 1 because I haven't done any of the raids except Vault of Glass. So we formatted it yesterday.
Wait, so he had done Vault of Glass. You guys should have done a different
Yeah,
one.
but he wanted to do
Yeah.
it again. That way people watching him could see it.
Oh.
So then we struggled with 2 people, and then a third joined, and then a fourth, and no one else wanted to join.
You guys were trying to two-man?
Yeah, we were trying to 2-man it. Couldn't open the front door.
Couldn't open the front door with 2 people?
No.
Oh, come on.
That's just
I
sad.
remember, I think it was year 2 or 3 when we were trying to get Flawless Raider. And Bader and Blix and I, 3-man Crota, wanted to get Flawless Raider.
I
done.
remember doing
did.
Flawless Raider with some... was Bader in that one? I know Blix was in one, but, we punched in a Titan bubble and someone flew across the screen and died. Never melee in a Titan bubble.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody ever punched the thralls.
Yeah, nobody punched things in tight bubbles.
That never happened.
There's no proof.
Oh, man. Yeah. So we had a lot of fun back then. And
We did.
Then 2 came out and nobody plays it. Well, people still do, I guess.
It's, like, not even on, like, Twitch for, like, the main stuff to watch.
It's not. And the crazy
our
thing,
whole group is...
Well,
Yeah,
no.
go ahead.
Yeah, well, since I switched to PC anyways, and PC is dead. There's just
Really?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not a lot of people play. I guess it's got the lowest out of all.
Well, then
You
again,
know,
if you
out of,
think
like,
about
Well,
it, it's
PS4
not
and Xbox.
anywhere out. Like,
Yeah.
PCs it came out late. Many people probably
Yeah,
don't
true.
own a gaming PC. So.
It already... I mean, I didn't get it for PC because of how I wasn't impressed with the console release.
Yeah, I canceled
Good
mine.
on you. And good on you.
Yeah. I never even got the COO expansion still.
Oh, really? The next expansion? Oh, it was bad.
Yeah.
I think so. Destiny, the storyline of Destiny 2 is basically the Fast and Furious. It's just like a feel good, action packed movie, and you replace the word family. You know how they love family in Fast and Furious. Yeah. Well, Destiny 2, it's all about the fire team. I think if you take Fast and Furious and replace every time they say family with fire team, it's like the same thing, Zavala's like, I gotta go get my fire team. And then Cade's like, let's get the fire team together. And Ikora's like, I could never do this without the fire team. And that's it's basically...
The fact that your brain absorbed this and then spit it back out.
So is Zavala, is he Dom?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're both bald. They're both badass. They're both the head of the family. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. And Cade is kind of like Paul Walker.
My life a quarter mile at the time.
Goofy son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And Cade, definitely Paul Walker, He's just he tries way too hard to be funny. Indeed. Mm-hmm. And Zavala, she's probably like Michelle Rodriguez, they're both super serious. Yeah. They're both like it just fits.
Ikora, you mean?
Yeah, Ikora, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so anyways, and then Curse of Osiris or whatever, they introduce this legendary character, and he's basically Mr. Worldwide, aka Pitbull. Listen. So Pitbull has that song, and he's like, to fix the future, we got to go back in time.
Go back in time.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that word for word, that's what Osiris says in the new expansion.
So you could lay that over the song and it'll just be beatbox.
It's too good.
I only played the story one time because it was so bad. But I'm pretty sure that he said that because I was just like, oh, okay. So Osiris is basically Pitbull. He travels everywhere, meets a bunch of girls.
Oh my god.
But instead of the world, he like travels timelines, like Pitbull's out there in the world.
You know,
You know?
Vader, I'm
And
glad you say
he had
that
his followers.
you didn't enjoy
Oh.
the story, because I feel like every time I pick up D2 and I'm going through Curse of Osiris story, I'm like, I play one mission, I'm like, that was extra long, nothing happened, I'm bored, and I turn it off. So I've only done like 3 missions.
Yeah, like that. The Infinite Forest, which they like touted as like being super cool, is actually really boring, and you just like want to get through it without having to do it ever again.
I'll just
So-
go
It's
back in
unfortunate
time.
because Osiris was the character that interested me the most from the first, like, you know, all the little teases from him and
Yeah, for sure.
And-
the
Well, now you're let
grimoire
down
and-
because it's just Pitbull.
yeah. I'm like,
I
man,
mean-
I don't even like Pitbull.
He's
What?
a naked mole rat.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. I'm all about
He's
Pitbull.
awesome.
He's Mr. Worldwide. Can't hate on him.
Prestige Worldwide.
Can't hate on him.
That's where it's at. So,
So pretty sad. So
what have you guys
you
been playing?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
that's what I was gonna
exactly. That's what well, Grim and I did the Monster Hunter for a while.
say. You did.
Honestly, in the last month or so, I haven't played really anything at all. Just been playing disc golf, and
That's not a
Amanda
game.
had her
We
surgery,
don't
so
talk about that.
taking care of that. I know it's a real game.
No.
All right, it's a thing
Do you
people
wear
do
polos?
outside
I think it's
sometimes.
real. Like
That's 'cause
I
you
even
play
drove
it.
through a park yesterday, and I saw.
Did you
some,
get
like,
hit with a
It was
disc
like,
golf
watch
disc?
out for dicks, and I was like, whoa! Like, are there
Then you
flying
just-
dicks out here?
You read it wrong.
That's about appropriate.
I
Sometimes
probably read it wrong.
throwing D's and B's. That's what we do out there.
I've been playing Nino
These-
Kuni
these.
2 for, on and off.
What's
Been
that?
what?
What's that?
So the first one was created by, I'm probably going to get yelled at somewhere for this, Studio Ghibli did all the art in the first one. And they're big for like...
Where's Nick to fact check this?
Um,
We need him to fact check it.
for anime. The
can just tell
pronunciation,
lies
people
all
say
day
Ghibli or
today.
Ghibli. But anyway, the
I
second
usually
one...
say G. Hybly, but that's
Fuck off, Vader. Anyway, they didn't do anything with the second one, I don't think, and I picked it up just out of concept of liking it. All the battles are really easy. I'm like, well, it has a good story at least.
Are you playing on easy?
No, I'm
Or
playing it-
are you-
I'm not Vader. Don't confuse
Yeah,
me
wow.
with the deep voice guy.
I'm sorry.
wow.
I'm sorry. You guys sound so much alike.
No, we don't.
It's the anger. It's the deep-seated anger.
Yeah.
Vader, are you angry ever?
Yeah, for sure, but like not very often. I would say
Okay.
He was the one that always told people to calm down in raids, I think.
that's it was well, yeah. I think you're right.
We had some spats a few times.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
Could get heated, but it was always fun. So now myself,
Yeah.
I jumped on the all that battle royale. So like I was playing PUBG for a while.
What about
Yeah.
Fortnite?
Yep,
Fart
Fart Night is the new hotness. PUBG got taken over by all those hackers, so it wasn't that fun.
I don't really like
Mhm.
Fortnite. I was playing it the other night, and I just was like, I feel like I'm not rewarded for anything. I could just walk past all these engagements and be the last guy and then just die.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I have a lot of fun with it, though. I don't know. It's just not as serious as PUBG. It's much more fast paced. You can run around just like killing people, and if you die, you don't
Right.
feel that angry.
Well, I played Overwatch still, so like going back and forth between those two, I'm like, Overwatch still feels more rewarding.
Yeah, and Overwatch is, I'd say, is a lot more team oriented. And it definitely rewards gun skill more so than Fortnite, which like one of the big things people hate is the bloom in Fortnite. I totally,
hmm
I
You mean
can totally
shotgun?
Oh
agree
man,
with
I've
them.
I watched a lot of True Vanguard played actually.
Oh really?
And he's always talking about pumps and tactical shotguns and how he'll
You got pumps.
be in a fight and he'll get a headshot and be like 9 damage and then 72 on the
Yep.
next
It
one.
goes from like 6 to 600 damage. It doesn't make sense. It's not like distance based or like you can be in the same distance, hit a headshot, it'll do 12, and then hit the next headshot and it'll do like 212, and you're just like, well, all right.
Yeah.
So that's
the biggest complaint I've actually heard.
Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of like the aggravating thing about Fortnite. And then I've been doing a lot of League of Legends actually too. So like back.
You know,
to the
I actually
old
thought about kind of
hotness.
getting into League, just because everyone hates on it so much.
Well,
Oh man.
you should get into it before they introduce like 50 new champions for you to learn.
Well, there's only
I'll be okay with
140
that.
now.
Is there? There could be more. You know, the 69th
I'm pretty sure it's
champion
140.
was also their
Oh, yeah?
first black champion. Black
What?
female. Karma was the 69th
Oh.
champion.
So is there like
Yeah.
a group that's the meta of champions to be, and stuff that is definitely
Yeah.
hot garbage?
Oh, for
Depends on
sure.
what role.
For sure.
So,
And
and
I
it changes from patch to patch.
yeah.
And they patch like every 6 weeks. It's crazy.
They
Well, that's
patch
a good
a lot.
thing. That's not a bad
They-
thing.
I agree. I think it's a good thing too. And
Mm-hmm.
but there's definitely websites you can go to too, like when you're learning to find out who
I
you
don't
should
fucking
be
learn shit. I
playing
just
a lot.
fucking play shit and
Is
learn
it
that
still
way.
like Mobifire and
Yeah, Mobifire and all those to like see how to build.
mm-hmm.
But there's also like I think Ranked Boost or something is another one which kind of shows you what the meta is and like who's like an S tier player, who's like an
Right.
A tier player. But just if you were to ever play, learn somebody who's like really good with CC, and tanks are really good now. So like a tanky dude who has a lot of
Mhm.
crowd control,
Mhm.
and you'll probably be golden.
Yeah, just just play like Maokai or something. You'll be all right.
Oh,
I
for
don't know
sure.
names.
Maokai is just, he's like a tree. He's basically like an
Yeah.
ant from Lord of the Rings, you know?
I think the only
Mhm.
people I know are like the twins or whatever.
The twins.
Yeah. The
Like
Mass-
Rakan
and
sisters.
Zaya or
I think
something?
They use the wolves or whatever. I think it is.
Well, yeah, there's Zyra Khan, or brother and sister? Are they?
Maybe. Are you sure?
I know there's like, I think Lux and
And
Janna
Garen.
maybe
And
are
Garen.
sisters.
Lux and
Yeah,
Garen.
Lux and Garen, that's right.
Brother
Yeah.
and sister. So I play a
Yeah,
lot of
there's-
threes because like I don't like
Oh,
fives as
really?
much. Yeah, so me and a couple of my buddies like love playing threes.
Wait, you have
And
friends? I wish.
Just two, only the two other friends who play. So that's why we play threes. We don't have enough for the 5-man team.
Yeah.
So, but we play a lot of threes, and like Garrett is really strong in threes because it's a much smaller map, super fast.
Well, it's because
moving
there's
speed.
bushes everywhere. There's always
Bushes
a Garen
everywhere.
bush.
Exactly. And you just spin and win. It's awesome.
Spin to win. Oh my god, that's great.
So
Yeah,
that's,
I haven't played in a long time, but I've been watching. Actually, this season I watched most of the spring split, and it's that's a good way to learn. Also, just kind of the meta and see some high level play, and it's entertaining as hell too. I don't know if you've ever watched esports, but
No.
I like it.
and League and Riot Games, they were kind of like the proponents of all these esports. You know, they were kind of the first ones I think to get even players out here, like get international people visas to be in the U.S. and stuff like that. Like try to put
Mhm.
esports on the map.
Is that how
So
you
they've
got
always
here?
been.
Yeah,
No, definitely not.
that's how his wife got in.
Yeah, she's pro. She's pro.
She's pro.
That's why we never hear about her. She's too pro. Famous.
Exactly. You just don't want her to show me up.
Now they are adding voice chat to League.
Oh, that's
They've
gonna
added.
be-
They've
Did-
already.
Did they? I was
How
going to say,
bad
I
is
knew it was in the beta.
I mean, I've been using it to chat with my buddies. Like, it's not that bad, but it only
No,
it
what
only
happens,
comes on
Vader
if you
gets in
have
there.
a prearranged game. So, like,
Oh, really?
yeah. So if you prearrange the lobby, then voice chat will turn on. So,
you
even
can't
then,
get all
like,
those
if
12-year-olds calling you cancer
no,
because you're just
So you don't
trying
have
to
Vader
learn
in there
the
going,
game.
hello?
yeah, Vader's-
Oh, man. It can't be worse than Overwatch.
well,
Well,
that's
it
where the hello started. I think
Yeah.
it was me and Mojo and just like playing so many games of Overwatch competitive, and we're sitting there trying to communicate to teams, and it's always like some 12-year-old who thinks they're the best, and they're just like always like, oh, hello. So then we started
My
doing
favorite's
that.
when
and
you
now-
can't tell if they're like a little boy or a little girl. You're like, I feel
Yeah.
confused.
Can you switch to a healer? No, you do it.
And their voice cracks, and you're like, oh, it's totally a boy.
So do you play competitive Overwatch, though, Grim, or are you just doing
No,
that?
I played just to play it. Like, mostly I play random, and I'll learn heroes that way.
Oh, so who's your
But-
champ? I haven't even played since... I barely played since Moira, I think.
I was going to
played,
say,
like,
have
a
you
few
played
games.
since Moira?
No, not really.
Mostly, I've picked up Reaper, and I can't wait for his
Reaper's-
changes because he's going to get crazy.
They're changing him again?
Yes, so he'll be able to pop out of his shadow, and he'll be 50% faster in it. So he
Finally,
can,
man.
instead of, running around and then getting sniped when he gets out of it,
Yeah.
I can just
Yeah, when did
cancel it
sneak
early.
attack
When did
people.
they announce that?
Well, it's in the public test right now.
Nice.
And they're changing.
That's
a
awesome.
couple
Like, I've been
of
thinking
heroes.
that's what they needed to do with Reaper for a long time. Because,
Well-
like, being in that shadow form for, like, a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
people always just follow you and kill you, like, right when you're
Mm-hmm.
out of it. You're like, well, fuck.
Yeah, they just know. They're like, oh, well, that's just delaying the inevitable.
My main used to be
Exactly.
Junkrat, but then I was like, I'll try Reaper out. And then they changed him, and he's super tanky if I play him right. Like, so if I go in, because he heals on hit.
You
Mhm.
would be a Junkrat. Like,
Yeah,
What's
right.
wrong with
yeah,
that?
you would be.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing.
I think you could cosplay really well as Junkrat,
Thanks.
is what he's saying.
Definitely. You want me to?
Appreciate that.
I'll chop your.
You know
leg
what's
off.
funny is I actually got some swim trunks that look like his jail ones. His jail
of course.
outfit.
His summer skin?
Yeah, his jail set. He has his regular jailer skin because he looks like he wears swim trunks all the time.
Mm.
'Cause,
He does
Jinko,
kind of, yeah.
Their Jinko jeans cut off. That's all.
Oh man, Jinko jeans. Been a long
Throwing
time.
back right there.
That is
But,
a throwback.
I'll also play Diva as a tank.
You're such a
I
diva.
can't play McCree at all. I suck with
D
him.
dot va.
Yeah, D-Dot.
D dot.
And then I've
Well,
learned
the
that-
thing with McCree,
What?
the thing to get good with McCree is you have to be able to aim well.
I can't snipe either.
Well, that's why. That's why you're a Junkrat player. You know,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you can't
totally.
aim.
And then
Just lobbing grenades.
the new character,
Thump, thump, thump.
Brigette. She's
Brigette?
Bridget?
It's Brigette.
Is
It's
it
not
Brigitte?
Bridget. Brigitte, thank you.
Like
It's not
Brigitte
Bridget.
Nielsen? Remember her from the 90s or 80s?
Well,
Brigitte Nielsen? She was in Beverly Hill Cop 2, I think.
Didn't see it. That's like before our times, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are so young. Was Eddie Murphy?
I just hit
anyway.
my 30s. Shit.
Mm.
Yeah. See, I'm still young.
Congratulations.
2 years, 1.5.
Uh-oh.
2 years old?
2 years old. But so if you play now and you're her, you can't block her own attack from someone else using her. So don't put your shield up
I
because
really...
they'll swing around your shield.
So does her shield block melee attacks?
Yeah, it does, but
Just
her
not her
chain
own.
goes. Or if you watch her chain when she swings it, it's like a widespread. So if you think about it, it would go around the shield. And
It's like a
hit you.
Crusader flail.
Yeah. And
So she's like...
I was really-
fun.
Yeah, I was impressed with how long the range is on her melee attack.
Yep.
It's a lot further than you think it is.
I was actually heckling a lot of people. I went onto their side the other
You
day,
would.
and just her shield bash stuns, so like it comes back every 6 seconds, I think.
Wow.
So
that's
you
strong.
can just pull it up real quick, smash it, stun whoever, push them away, and then just like come in and flail your chain.
And do you heal also when you hit stuff, or just your allies?
I don't remember. I don't
Because
pay
I know your
attention to
allies
that.
heal when you hit with her melee, but I don't know if you do as well.
I still don't understand what her ult does.
It
Well,
gives
what
everybody
is
around
her
you
ult?
shield and like
It's
a
rally.
50% speed increase.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a shout, like it's
like a
an
battle
aura
cry.
around you.
Like
Yeah,
barbarians.
Is she a barbarian? Like, so in the lore, she's supposed to be someone's daughter, right? Like,
She's
She's-
Torbjorn's.
oh, really? So
Yeah.
she also
Either
sounds
that or-
And she's
Swedish?
the squire of Reinhardt,
Oh, okay.
which is
So that's why she
a
has like a
flying
little shield.
Yeah.
And he's
Little
got the
baby.
giant
But she's
one.
really Torbjorn and Reinhardt's love child.
Yes.
I believe it.
IRL.
Because in the future, that works.
Yeah.
That but whose
Yeah,
eggs
we
did
only
they
go
use?
back
Did
in
they
time.
use Reinhardt's eggs or Torbjorn's eggs?
Both of them. They just combined
They
eggs.
mixed them together. Yeah.
They took the eggs, swirled them around.
And then she came out of an egg that a bird sat on.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's different in the future. You don't need all the other components.
No. It was a legendary
You don't
rock
need bed sheets.
that sat on it. A bird of prey.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, Bader, what is your go-to champ for League?
Well, right now, like I
Or
said,
role, I should say.
I guess
even.
roll. If I'm playing fives, I prefer top or mid.
I bet
And
you
so
do.
I like Garen a lot, but he sucks in fives. He's great in threes, sucks in fives. It used to be Pantheon, but Pantheon's kind of weak nowadays. The Pantheon, the Mantheon.
Mhm.
So don't play him that much anymore. I'm kind of trying to figure out in fives who I should play. They just reworked
you played-
Irelia though.
I was going to say, have you played the new Aurelia?
I have, and she's pretty awesome. So I think maybe if I start playing fives again, I'll try to play her top and see how that goes.
Nice.
But yeah, I like tankier champs. I guess tankier AD champs. Used to play ADC way back in the day, but it's just it's way too hard. There's kids that are super good at ADC. They'll never miss a minion kill, and all of a sudden they're way up on gold, and they're doing crazy damage, and you're still bad. So
Yeah. 80 carry is such a min-max role. You have to be ridiculous at last hitting and positioning and being able to dive at the right time. But I was never good at 80 carry. I was the same way, top lane bruiser champs.
yeah, exactly. Bruisers like Renekton. Renekton's also awesome.
I used to play a lot of Warwick, and
He's pretty awesome. They
Aurelia.
reworked Warwick now too. He's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. I don't know if you've seen him
I haven't
since the
played.
rework.
No, I haven't played him since then.
Oh, so they added a thing where whenever anyone is below a certain health, he'll see their blood trail on the map, and he gains crazy amount of run speed, super fast.
Yeah.
And he also has a fear now, so there's when you cast it, there's a shield, and you can recast it to fear people around you. And the only thing that's the same really is his Q, but even that is a little bit different, and it's awesome. But
Which is weird. Most of the champs that I used to play got reworks. It was Warwick, Aurelia, Fiora, Swain. I really like Swain.
The new Swain is crazy. He's getting banned all the time, isn't he?
Yeah. It's interesting. So it would take a lot to come back and figure it all out again. Actually how to play them all.
So that's the thing, Grim. If you're going to start playing League, it's not so hard to learn one character, but it's really hard to learn all 150, which
Well, yeah.
you'll basically have to do because it's playing against all these guys, learning how they work and what they do to you and how long their cooldowns are and all this bullshit. Even for someone like me who's been playing mostly on and off, but I always play throughout the year, at least I'd say 50 hours throughout 1 year, maybe more. And I still, I'll play against someone, I'm just what the fuck? How did I die? That makes no sense.
Sounds like any video game ever.
Yeah.
True. And then you'll play that champ and you're well, why am I not wrecking like that? Well, I'm so bad at this game.
Again,
Exactly.
sounds like, Overwatch.
Yeah.
True. Oh, for sure.
I saw a video the other day that was a Jin
Yeah,
Jin build.
Jin. Jahin.
And Jin. And it was God, what was it? Was it a Mom? A Mortius? It was one of the ones they reworked, one of the items, and it was talking about how using it on him, and he was literally 3/4 chunking.
Gunsu's Rage Blade, maybe?
Yes, Ginsu's Rage Blade. That's what it was, Rage Blade. And it was talking about how it was ridiculous. And he was chunking 3/4 bar of everybody on the other team every time he shot him. It was stupid.
Yeah, And Jin is like another one of those champs. But again, like when you see someone really good playing him, you're just like, oh my God, like how did he kill me in 3 shots? But then you play him and you're like, why am I doing 0 damage?
Yeah. Oh man. And what about Overwatch? What's your role on that?
Overwatch, like I used to always go quite tanky, but I do love playing DPS. Like it always feels good to secure the kill. But I think I really loved Junkrat before the change when he was able to one-shot champ.
Like an Hanzo main. Hanjo.
So, but like I like Reinhardt, I like Diva, I like Zarya a lot. I think like kind of like it's always been the tankier champs for me. Kind of go in, hope your team backs you up.
Now?
What's that?
Why don't I like Junk?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, I'm mostly joking. You still gotta be pretty good to be a Junkrat. But like some Junkrats just like sit behind like who knows where they sit and they're just like lobbing nades.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a video of that getting play of the game.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm sure you probably didn't even see any champions. You were just like, oh,
it was just people dying.
And it's like you get a kill and then you get your ult so fast too. Like, and I don't understand what you need to do to get his ult, but like all of a sudden, like you'll like kill 2 guys, you have your ult, and you send your tire in, get more kills.
And then
don't know
it's
how
just
that
rolling,
guy works.
Yeah, it's he's a little ridiculous. I have respect for the Junkrats that can outplay me.
Yeah,
like one-on-one, face-to-face. When now though don't they have 2 traps now?
They do.
Or 2?
No, it's
not
1
traps,
trap and 2 proxy.
The bombs, the
2 detonations.
2 of the little ones that blow you away, yeah.
Which do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do. Like they'll hit with that, hit once, and then trap, and then shoot you once, and you're dead. But then I just go into my icicle, and I'm okay.
Freaking
May. Always May.
She's the best. Yeah.
They're changing her too.
I need to actually play.
Are they?
You'll be able to pierce with her right click.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It'll pierce
what? Shields?
People.
Oh, really?
Just people. So you'll be able to shoot those people lined up.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we need to play. We definitely need to play. I have a bunch of friends who play also, like that regularly. Play quite a bit. Nick plays every freaking day still, I think.
No,
but it's always in the middle. Not anymore?
I don't think he has in a while. He's been playing... He's been playing Sea of Thieves. But other than that, I mean, he's been working on his game and doing other stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he's not here to bag himself up, so we're just probably going to say that he's playing Overwatch all day.
And then he'll be like, I'm just invisible because I don't want to play with anyone.
Can you do that now? Can you go invis on Battle.net?
You can. Finally.
Can you?
You can on Overwatch at least.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean...
But I don't... My problem is I don't really like playing it alone because it's a better game with friends. Like, but then you have to like commit to the time to get people together and play. I don't know.
Well, even one other person is more fun than not.
That's true.
Because, I mean, that's all I ever run. It's just usually just Kits and I, and then if someone else joins, they join.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I like about Fortnite and their developer Epic and Overwatch and Blizzard and League of Legends and Riot. Like, they're always working on their game. And that's one thing that I wish that Bungie was doing with Destiny 2. Like, why are these giant, changes taking so long? And they're...
Yeah,
because
just
Activision.
I don't even know anymore.
Whatever
Honestly,
Blizzard,
whatever it is, it's
the
just
rights to Destiny because it would be such a better game.
I agree, and I'm surprised that they didn't. I mean, Activision owns Blizzard as well, doesn't it? Or
they do, but they're still their own thing. So they can basically do what they know they're doing. Like, before they got all this Diablo 3, when that first came out, they had, Jay Wilson or something like that. It was the lead, and he was an idiot. And as soon as
Diablo
he left,
3 was
it
bad.
got better.
But how long did it take for Diablo 3 to get good?
5?
It was over a year. It was over a year.
I think it was long.
Because it had the auction house and all that, and the loot system was horrible, and the difficulty was just ramped up super high to where you basically had to pay to win on the auction house to even get lucky. Like, you saw a legendary maybe an hour.
That's true.
And they weren't
no
even
sets.
legendary. They were just strong.
Yeah. They had
no
a lot of
abilities.
legendaries had no like unique abilities on them or effects or anything. And now, I mean, you're getting up in the T10, 11, 12, 13, and it's just raining legendaries everywhere. And,
Which is,
the loot's...
It's loot. It's a loot and shoot game. That's fun.
The loot system is great in Diablo now. It's in such a good spot. And
It
other
is.
games need to learn that.
I agree. And even Division, it seems like they learned their lesson. Kind of like it took them a while, but they learned.
Division came around.
So hopefully, D2, like, please. But also, here's a lesson I learned from Destiny 2. And I don't know if you guys learned a similar lesson, but from now, I'm never pre-ordering anything again.
Oh, yeah.
You should have known that from like the first
I don't
game
care,
because
like,
they fucking lied to us.
What they promise you're gonna get, I don't care.
I don't think I'm gonna buy 3 because you can lie to us in the first game and then lie to us in the second game. I'm done.
Well, yeah, right. It's that saying, like, fool me once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do we... it's probably too early to tell, but is Anthem the one that's coming up that has the most promise?
I haven't even looked into it.
Or do we... it's probably too early.
Maybe. Like, we need to see more gameplay, though,
Yeah. Everybody's afraid because EA's behind it.
Yeah,
because
for
after the
sure.
whole shenanigans. And
The Battlefront and...
Yeah. But you almost think that EA at this point they have to be aware of the perception of them. Right?
Stop.
I say
You're
that,
going
but
through the whole
we said the
Bungie
same
thing.
Exactly. We say the same thing about Bungie. They have to know, but then they just keep shooting themselves in the balls.
They'll do it until they die.
Well,
so you can't even use that argument that they have to know at this point.
Well, I think they know, but at the same time, I think...
Do they care?
I think it's always about the money. Well, it's not every company, but I think with Bungie, it's got to be about the money.
Clearly, EA, it's about the money.
EA, and that's the problem.
For sure.
Well, and it's the thing is they may know, but the shareholders are the ones that make the final decisions on stuff. And if they see microtransactions and things like that are what's bringing the most money, then that's what we're going to have.
Of course, like look at League. Like I would be ashamed to say out loud how much money I've spent on League, and it's a free to play game, and I won't say how much.
How much?
Does anything you buy in League give you any kind of benefit in game?
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Yeah. It's all cosmetic.
Bader, throw a ballpark range.
Ballpark,
Don't do it.
More than $69.
Oh, that's easy. Less than what?
We actually have questions, and we've been rambling for a while, so we should probably get to some of these.
We weren't rambling. We're having some good discussion.
It's good. Good game. You know what? We're called the COG, right? What's COG? Collaboration of Gamers. We never fucking
We don't talk about video games. Whatever.
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah. So it's good. It's definitely a good thing. And it's funny, we talk about, what games do we talk about? We talk about Destiny, League of Legends, and Overwatch. It's like games that have been out for so long.
That's okay. I mean, I talked about Ni no Kuni. That came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, isn't there a 2? I'd like a second one.
That's what I just said. I bought the second one.
Oh, nice.
It's easy.
On PC, right?
Vader.
No, I got it on PS4.
What the heck?
Vader, how much have you drank already? You don't even know what's going on right now.
Way too much. Wait, today is National Beer Day, right? Like, I'm actually...
No, that was yesterday. You're a day late. You must have been too drunk yesterday.
Well, I drank beer yesterday,
sure.
so I'm glad I didn't cheat on National Beer Day. That would have been bad.
It was also some other day that I was like, these two don't go together. I forget what the other day was.
I don't know. You know, every day of the year has some stupid, it's blah, blah, blah.
I feel like it's National Cat Day every week.
Yeah. It's National Hot Dog with Mustard Day or some shit.
Oh, fuck you.
Like, but you can't eat a hot dog with only mustard, I feel like. I mean,
What if it's good mustard?
Even so, like my favorite mustard is probably mustard with a shit ton of horseradish. Like, so the mustard is hot, and then the horseradish gives you that little extra kick.
Like the beaver mustard. Have you had any of that?
I haven't, but now I'm gonna have to write that down and look.
Well, beaver makes horseradish. Like,
wait, so do you go squeeze a beaver?
Squeeze a beaver.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how they get raspberry flavor. It's from the ass gland of the beaver.
Oh,
don't look that up. Yeah, it's probably not
true.
Completely accurate.
It's totally true. They squeeze beavers. They just get a rolling pin out and
you
go
lift
over
up
them.
the tail.
It's like a water like the old water pumps. You just pull the tail up and then crank it.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
you get raspberry juice.
Wow.
Raspberry juice, artificial flavoring. Wouldn't that be natural?
It's all natural.
All natural.
Vegan.
It would. Well, it's probably got to
Honestly,
get processed in between here and there.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a qualm about that whole natural versus artificial.
You got to pasteurize it.
Everything in the world comes from Earth and is created by things found on Earth, right? So how is anything not natural?
I'm right there with you, man. I don't.
You mean organic?
No. Like natural versus artificial.
See, I don't know, because my favorite argument is, well, everything's organic. That it's like, why is there
carbon.
organic versus like corn and organic corn? It's corn.
Yeah, organic's a bullshit label. Don't buy organic stuff, people. There's no national like federal regulation for the word organic.
What? There isn't? Like my little sister, she's been telling me like USDA or some bullshit. But you're the cook, you know. I think you.
I mean, I heard that one time, so I'm just going to repeat it and ask back.
That sounds like it's just guys. It's just Luke. He's just going to get bashed later. It's okay. He's used to it.
People don't bash us. I don't think. I don't know.
They don't listen to us.
Hold on, let me drink some beer. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, out of a Destiny mug, making me jealous.
Yeah. So
it's all natural.
Should we go to the questions?
Yeah. This is a good one from Millie Mozilla. What is the worst I was so drunk story that you have? Appropriate.
I'm not.
And we all drink, so there's no second part of that question.
Uh-oh.
Well,
just read the second part. No, I don't drink. Never in my life.
Yeah, shut up. If you don't drink, what was your most outlandish? I can't believe I did that story. So,
Beta, that was my line.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, we can both use the same line, maybe, and get away with it.
No.
Okay. All right.
There can only be one.
I mean, who do you guys want to start?
Go for it, Vader. You're a guest.
Okay.
Be
our
guest.
Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie a napkin around your neck, Shuri, and we provide the rest. Soup de jour, hot hors d'oeuvres. While we only live to serve. Okay.
Where's Angela Lansbury when you need her?
The craziest drunken thing?
The worst I was so drunk story that you have.
Well, when I was in college, I had a tendency to like go out drinking, always leave my friends when I was blackout, and then come to in weird places. So I came to. I was at a party on a rooftop club, and I went.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to college at Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles. So I was in Hollywood on a rooftop like party at the W Hotel in Hollywood, and I blacked out, and I came to at a gas station by myself at a phone, trying to type my buddy's number, because, you know, in the age of cell phones, you like barely remember anybody's phone number. So I'm trying to put his number into the payphone and just like fucking it up. I lost my phone. I wasn't wearing any shoes. And all of a sudden, like, I don't know why these like, I think like 16, 17-year-old kids drive by the gas station. They're like, yo, are you lost? I'm like, well, I'm not, a little bit. And I don't have my phone or my shoes. And they're like, we'll take you home. I'm like, sweet. So we went to Denny's. They took me to Denny's. They paid for me because, of course,
a good idea.
They were really nice guys.
You're homeless.
They probably thought I was homeless. But then they dropped me off where I said I lived, and I got in. So I hadn't lost my keys, at least. And, you know,
But then they knew where you lived.
and so I think I used Google Voice for my voicemail. So when I got home, I logged into Google Voice because I was sober enough by then. And there's probably 5-6 messages like, where the fuck are you? Like, we're so mad at you. Okay, we don't care about you anymore. See you later. So that type of stuff happened a lot. And that was probably the worst. Came to, lost my shoes and my phone. And the shoes, I never found them. I don't know what happened to them. They're just gone. And like,
Did you find the phone?
and I have pretty big feet, like size 14. So there's no way that like I gave them to someone or I don't know what
Probably
happened to them.
threw them at someone.
Possible.
With big feet, good to throw at people.
Or maybe I was just like, man, this is like uncomfortable walking outside. Like, who knows? Who knows?
That is random.
Very.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, Grim.
I don't really
You're a
have
liar.
anything
You're a liar.
crazy. I don't do anything. I drink at home.
Nothing? Like
Always?
Yeah, like not even one thing. What about the first time
No.
you got drunk?
What? No.
Feels like the first time.
I didn't go to college. So
I don't
have
believe
any
you.
crazy college stories. I worked for, I like working at a beer company. You can't do anything crazy because people know you. So like, you go crazy at a bar, people are like, "Oh, you're that salesman."
You're that guy.
I don't think I
Getting
believe
high
you.
on your own supply.
I think the craziest thing, I went home, I was too drunk to go to a hockey game, so, I told my coworker I wasn't going when he called. Actually, I didn't tell my coworker. I had someone else tell him, and he was like, "No, you're just saying that because you don't want him to go." And I was like, "Scott, I'm totally not able to go right now. Fuck
Scott.
off." Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Scott?
Man, you're a wild man, Grim. I don't know how you
I'm
live with yourself.
boring.
That's it? Like, I could have told you,
Yeah,
like,
I-
10 more stories about, like, blackout
Well,
Phil out there losing his
look,
bike or,
I've-
like, a ton of
I've
other,
never-
like, come on,
I've
man.
never drank until I blacked out, so
What?
You never fell through like
I
a lake
no,
or
I
anything
don't-
when you were up there
no, I
in
don't
New York City?
He probably did. He just
Drink
doesn't
to-
remember it.
get drunk. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the craziest thing was, our 2-on-2 meetup where, I didn't get blackout drunk. Just got kind of drunk. Where I got dropped off at the hotel with Violin, and my hotel was on the street behind his. So I was like, I'll just walk from the Uber. Well, I walked the wrong end of the street. So I get to the other end. I was like, "What the fuck am I?" And it's like 2-3 in the morning. And so
But it's in
I'm
New
like,
York City,
this-
so it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's normal.
So totally great. But I'm looking around. I was like, I'm at the wrong fucking end of the street because the buildings. Like I went to the end of where the buildings start going the other way. I was like, So I turned around and I felt kind of uncomfortable because other weird people walking the street at 2 in the morning.
New York City weirdos.
So I just kind of not jogged, fast walked. I don't know. I had some homeless guy ask me for money. I'm like, I don't have any fucking money. Like, I'm not carrying any money on me.
You're like, do you have any
Go
money?
away.
Give me some.
I should have said that. And then I get back into my hotel room and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why
I swear.
would I even? But
So,
I
you
don't
brought
do
up
anything crazy.
the 2-1-2 there, and we mentioned it back in the past, but that was our
Wait, let's go back in time, guys.
Destiny group. And Amanda wanted us to explain exactly what it was, and I mean that was kind of it. We talked about earlier how we met, and it was through that group, and it was just it was from the 100.io, and that's how the group originally got formed as Delta Company 212. So that's why it was,
Which
became
is
the
a
212.
random
Basically, it's like
site, or a site that randomizes.
Yeah, it's like internet dating,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like you put in your information, you're like, hello, my name is Bader. I like playing between the hours of blank and blank.
That's
I
right.
really
From 6
enjoy
to 9.
playing with people who say curse words. And then like
I
a
am
few
between
other
25 and
details.
35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's
So-
kind of like internet dating. So we kind of like, but it's like you internet date 100 people at a time.
Yeah, and it
So
was
it's an
for
internet
gamers.
orgy?
Yeah. But
Wait, did we
Grim,
kiss and I didn't know?
Yeah, we didn't invite you to those. So Grim just mentioned that they had a meetup in New York City, and we need to know who got the most drunk there, Grim. Who was the most sloppiest member of the
I
212?
don't think anyone got sloppy.
Don't hold back. Don't stop
No,
it.
really.
I heard a
stop
story. I heard a story about Violin's wife getting super pissed because some like Russian hookers were trying to hit on him.
No. She went to a
What
strip
happened?
club with Killa.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah,
Killa took
so-
the ladies to a strip club. Which, by the way, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah. So on the rooftop. Oh
Yes,
my
on the
God.
rooftop.
Wait, it was a strip club
There
on a
was-
rooftop? Like, isn't that?
No, this was the
this
other
is
one.
later
This
in the
was the
day.
one that
Oh,
they got
okay.
she got super pissed about.
Basically, we
apparently.
were drinking like all afternoon. We
Obviously.
met at a
As
bar
one
and then
does.
went to another bar and then ended up at a rooftop bar,
Mhm.
which is the 2 a.m. story. So we were at a rooftop bar, and this, as we were leaving, this, I don't know what nationality she was, but she was hitting on Violin,
Eastern
and-
European.
Hmm.
and
Duh.
his wife went off on her. like bad, and basically we had to like push her away from the two younger girls and be like, we need to leave.
So Doc went off. Oh,
Yeah,
That's so
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
it was
Yeah.
good. But yeah, so both of them got mad that day,
That's good.
but
But no one
I
got
wish
like.
I wish I went, to the strip club.
I've never been to one in my life.
Same.
Ever?
We talked about this,
Yeah,
both of us.
Grim
We've
and
never
I
been.
Yeah.
have talked.
'Cause what's
like,
the point?
but why do you wish? That's the thing. Like, I don't even wish. I don't want to go to one.
Just to be like, well, whatever.
I've been to
I
a
wouldn't
couple
have-
ever, and it was like for a bachelor party or somebody when we were drunk in college knew somebody that
That had
worked
titties?
there. That worked there.
It was a male
Guy went to high school with a chick that worked there, and somehow like knew that she worked there and was okay
So
with it.
you wanted to see her topless in high school?
Yeah, I mean that was the gist
Oh,
of it,
okay.
I guess. I mean, okay, so we went, and I was already drunk. I was like, this is when I was 18 in Oklahoma.
Ooh.
So
Oklahoma.
you're drinking Old Mill?
Yeah, and if you know about Oklahoma, you know they got some top shelf women.
They got a panhandle or something, right? They got-
yeah.
I know
yeah.
that about Oklahoma.
So is this girl, was she missing teeth?
No. I mean, she probably is now, but she was still 18 at the time.
Oh, okay.
This is before the meth kicked in, I think, in Oklahoma. So, yeah. But my most I was so drunk story was I've already told on this fine podcast of ours.
Is it the
And that
snow?
Was it the
The
McDonald's?
snow. Still, yeah, the McDonald's sign still in.
So what's your
Beautiful.
next so drunk story?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you got to tell
I
the
don't-
next one after that.
Or
I don't
just
know.
craziest thing? Sober.
Man, I honestly, I on the spot, it's hard to think of one, but I've had
You'll
a lot.
remember tomorrow.
Yeah, throughout my time,
You've had like days to think about this. Come on.
I know. I just saw this for the first time though. This question.
I actually, back in the day, had started a text file like Phil's Blackout Adventures, and I like kind of like wrote down like what had gone down. Of course, I lost the text file.
Are you going to make a movie?
Maybe, eventually,
The Hangover Part 5?
down the line.
We got to get
Well, no,
Mojo
because in real
out there.
life, you never can pick up the pieces. You like try to figure it out, and then all your friends are like, "You ditched us, dude," and then you're like, "Well,
Yeah, you're like, I don't remember. I don't know.
you never leave your like. How did you go from this rooftop party to some weird fucking super far away from the rooftop party with no shoes and no phone? Hard to say.
Yeah,
Get in a car with a bunch of kids?
Hey, you never know what
Did you
could
get
happen.
probed? Did you get probed?
Most likely.
Yeah,
By myself.
those
He
Hollywood
got a free
directors.
meal that he regretted later.
Oh man. Now I do have one that got me so drunk, but it wasn't because I was drunk.
Okay.
Maybe that's what Millie actually wanted out of this.
Yeah.
A story where you got so drunk.
when I lived in Manhattan, Kansas, where K-State is, we were like 2 blocks from campus. And it was a shitty little house. It was 1109 Raton. I can tell you the address because it was so shitty after we moved out of it, they tore it down. and we had pony keg races at this place. Now, you know what a pony keg is?
Mm-hmm.
Grim does. Grim, how many...
Do I?
Grim, do you know how many gallons of beer is in a pony keg?
I forget.
It's 8.
Yeah, okay.
8 gallons of beer, right? Which is, we did the math, and I believe it's like 19 and a half beers a piece if you have 5 people. I can do the quick math on it.
Should we do the math? What is that? Like 8 gallons is what? 32 quarts?
So 128.
Right?
128 times 8. It's 1,024 ounces.
Okay. All right.
Divided by 12 beers is 85.3 beers.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 5 is 17 beers a piece. 17 beers a piece. So we had 5-man teams. And we had 4 teams that did this. And basically, the entire point of it is to drink a pony keg as fast as you can on your team. With your team. And
so you shotgun a pony keg?
Pretty much. If you puked, you were off the team.
Ooh,
so you had
like this game.
Yeah. If you spilled a beer, you had to drink a penalty beer, which was the worst thing we could find, like in a liquor store, basically. The shittiest beer we could find. And the winning team, we got second. Winning team did it in like an hour and 7 minutes.
Wow.
17 beers apiece. And we got second in like an hour and 20 or hour, something like that. But
not good
just think about that much beer in that short of amount of time. Yeah, you're just
Did you
hammered.
get sick afterwards?
Yeah, oh my God. And
you have to.
None of our team puked. We had one team that 3 of the members fucking threw up. And so the other 2 just couldn't finish.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that was
Did
that was
someone
probably
else finish that keg for them, though?
Yeah, then people are just drinking it at that point.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It didn't go to waste.
So
then we had beer Olympics.
Beer was.
We had beer Olympics at one point also, which was like multiple events. You know, you had like boat races, like flip cup boat races, and then you had a case race, which is, you know, your team drinks 24 beers as fast as they can, and then there were also various athletic parts of the competition. You know, balancing beers while you had to do stuff or whatever. So there was a lot of
Did you ever do sack races?
What's that?
Sack racing afterwards.
Yeah. Shit like that. So, a lot of that, I figured the other day, in that like 6 to 9 month period when I was in Manhattan,
Yep.
I probably drank more Coors Light during that time than any other beer the rest of my life. Like, the quantity I drank during that time is probably makes it to where Coors Light's my most drank beer. And that was the only time I drank it was when I lived there, because that's what the other guys drank. So we'd get like
it's basically just Miller Lite, right?
Yeah, whatever. Same thing.
Well,
yeah. It's got that nice river taint to it.
that wonderful
Beaver taint.
Clear Creek.
Colorado Rockies.
That Rocky Mountain.
Beautiful. Rocky
So
Mountain
good.
High. What else we got? Amanda wants to know why Bader's favorite number is 69. I don't know why that would be a favorite number.
I wouldn't say it's like a favorite number. I'd say like a fated number, like a number of fate, you know? Well, if you really want to know the story, it was November 25th, 1994. I think that was a Friday, maybe like a day after Thanksgiving, I think. I don't know. Again, we don't have
it.
any.
Verify this fact.
Yeah, so November 25th, 1994. I was 6 years old. 6 years old. And maybe 6.9 years
Friday.
old. Yeah, a Friday.
It was a Friday. It was a Friday.
Day after Thanksgiving.
Of course it's
probably.
a Friday, because Thanksgiving is a fucking Thursday.
And my mom was super hardcore into making sure that I was like a math wizard. You know, she's also Eastern European from
that
Poland.
did not go where I thought it
Yeah.
was.
So she was like, you have to do your math tables, times tables.
So your mom's Dracula?
Yes.
Polish accents are very close to Transylvanian, don't you know?
And so she was making me do my math tables, and we were also like raised super strict Roman Catholic, right? So I remember we were doing the times tables, and she was like, okay, what's 23 times 3? I was like, 23 times 3, 69, okay. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, 2, that's like the duality of man, like, Jesus fully human, fully divine. 3, and you got the Trinity all throughout religion, right? You got like the Holy Trinity. Like 3 is very important. Jesus was resurrected 3 days later. So I'm like, this all makes sense. So in all reality, like when I was probably 6.5, maybe a little older years old, I realized that like 69 has this like super religious importance to my life. And so then ever since then, it's just been super important to me.
Yeah. It was divine intervention as well.
Divine intervention. No, I think in all reality, just when I was really young, everything was like 69 this, 69 that. Anytime somebody asked you something, and I just don't think I've ever passed that point. Like when you first hit puberty, everything sex related is funny. And here I am that much older, and I still think it's really funny.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
So you're that guy?
So I'm just like the same as I was like 6.9 years ago. I'm the same guy.
Just 6.9 times taller.
Exactly. Like I wish I was 6'9". I think that if divine intervention was real, not only would 69 be the most important number, but I would have grown up to be 6'9" instead of 6'5". So now I'm kind of doubting in my faith.
Crisis of faith over here.
So, and that's why it's just like everything. Like, so even when we did all those dumb like raids and all the beta rules, and every time I try to explain it to a newbie, I'd always try to like, even in the newest raid in Destiny 2, I'd be like, well, these are like the commanders. This is the commander's zone. These are the bats, and like there's a bunch of dirty balls in here, and like we got to clean off all this dirty shit. Right?
The bathhouse.
The bathhouse. So I don't know.
Clean those dirty.
I think I'm still kind of like a 13 or less year old kid at heart, if we're being honest. But actually, the first answer I gave was the most honest one.
And a totally unrelated question from Funky Ace. I don't know if you know him.
Never heard
of all the Zodiac.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Should I know him?
I don't know. No, he's some guy.
Yeah, thought so.
Of all the Zodiac symbols, why is Pisces your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, kind of like if you rearrange the letters of Pisces, it spells Spices. What is that?
Okay. Spices?
Yeah. Spices to me, but.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe because I was born a Pisces and that's why they're the best.
Were you?
Indeed.
Is it because it looks like a 6 and a 9?
No, that's Cancer, actually. That's another thing. Like, again, if divine intervention was real, I would have been 6'9" and born under the Cancer sign.
Oftentimes, there are two fish that are portrayed in a 69 orientation.
They are.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well. Cancer's a crab. Get out of here.
Cancer is the 69.
The actual sign, for the star sign Cancer is the But it's like on its side, so it's not necessarily, but it's close enough that. But also yin and yang, right? Yin and yang, which is like ages old. Like it's got to be probably one of the oldest like beliefs in the world, right? Mm-hmm, that's just 69. The balance. Yeah.
But it is more accurate that it's on its side for true 69.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I don't know why you're right. It doesn't make sense to me why that would make more sense, but I think you're probably right.
Usually laying down for that little act.
Are you? You might.
I mean, I guess
which-
if you're
for
strong
which
enough
act, like-
to hold up. We have another one from Lazarich, the Lich. How will Bader dominate the world?
How?
Yeah, how?
In leather.
Yes.
Yeah, in 69
Yeah, I'm gonna
years.
let. Exactly. You guys. I mean, you guys know me. You've already answered the question. We can probably move on to the next one.
Yeah. Bader is internet famous, if you guys don't know. He had a video from Destiny 1 that had 69,000 views.
Yep.
And-
when you combined YouTube plus like the weird Facebook guy who stole the video,
Yeah.
I think it was right
Who
around
stole the video.
69,000.
He was known as the Shade Step Ninja, I think is what it was. Is that what they called you?
Something like that. Yeah, they were definitely posters. They were like, "Oh, this might be why I like Sage Step Ninja guy."
Yeah. And we'll link it in our shit. It's
No,
pretty
thank you. Thank
pretty
you.
solid. You know, it'll get you about 6 to 9 more views.
Perfect.
And-
That's all I could ask for.
Was that 69 or 629?
6 to
Whoa.
9.
6 to 9. Pretty good. That's also like the best working hours you could ask for, like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Just 3 hours. That's it.
Don't get paid very much.
No, you get paid a full day's work. for
You
that.
do. Yeah, of course you do.
I think that's all the questions we had.
That's all of them? I mean, so
Yeah.
what? Well, let me ask you guys a question. I mean, what does 69 mean to you? I mean, here we are,
Flip the script over here.
69, quite the monumental number. You know, like we
It
already
is.
went over some of the reasons why. Like I mentioned, League of Legends introduced the first black champion, right? Who also happened to be a woman, Karma.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what's special about your guys' 69th?
Well, I mean, it's just so humbling to be, in this position where we have so much support over 69 times, and it just gets me right here, tears up. And,
Oh, definitely.
Grim knows what I'm talking about. Grim, how do you feel the same way?
No, it's just a number.
Just what?
Just like age, it's just a number, right?
Yeah.
It's just a number. I'm gonna be.
Sorry,
as old.
Vader. I know I just offended you, but
You're only as old as you feel,
That's okay.
and I feel
like
69.
5,000 years old.
That's. I think my favorite thing about being obsessed, or not even obsessed, but just having said 69 so much is that
No, you're
all the
obsessed.
people
Yeah.
that send me things they see 69 in, like most.
Oh yeah,
Most recently,
We've
Mojo sent me a thing where someone in Rhode Island, which is where Mojo is from, had a license plate, and his license plate is just 69. That's it. I'm just like, that's awesome. Like, why didn't I do that?
There are so many good ones. Like I was driving in East Texas, you remember, and I saw Highway 69, and I took a picture of it.
I love it.
And-
Vader's 69 to for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah,
always.
and
Well, you always got to.
there,
So now go
there's
ahead.
so much stuff in our group that every time somebody sees something that says 69 degrees, if it's that, it's a screenshot.
Perfect temperature, right? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah,
68, a little
let's
too
be
cold.
honest here.
70, definitely too hot. Like, perfect temp. Like,
Definitely too hot.
Because of you, Vader, I do notice 69 a lot more. Like,
Yeah.
And in the game I recorded yesterday, I beat a boss doing 69 damage.
see?
That killed him.
I didn't see a screenshot of this. What the hell?
Me neither.
It's in the video. Go watch the video.
But it's
Yeah.
the perfect amount of damage, regardless.
Oh man, but we see it all. Look, what was the speed trap one the other day?
That was so
and
funny.
it was
It's
like speed limit 30,
And someone's
it
going
said 69.
60. And it said, like, very nice.
It said nice right under it. Oh, that was good. Speaking of like speed traps, you guys, Super Troopers 2 comes out 420.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
excited.
you excited?
Of course.
Much excited? Yeah.
Very excited.
I'm just afraid. I'm afraid it's going to be real bad.
Because they're going to try too hard?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know.
But they took
even
a
their
lot of,
stupid
they took a lot of
comedies-
time, though.
Yeah, and even their dumb movies I really liked. So, like Beer Fest was just great. It was
Beer Fest was really good. Yeah, okay, so National Beer Day, I guess, was yesterday, not today. I was mistaken.
Yeah.
However, so
Yeah,
what
yesterday.
is your favorite beer?
Oh,
All of them?
Graham, you can't say that.
I don't have a favorite beer. I don't
No,
know.
you
What's your
gotta-
go-to? Like if
What's your, if
a
you're not
comfort-
feeling
comfort
anything
beer.
else.
I don't know. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy I could drink all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, constantly.
It's nice and light and lemony.
So
tastes
you're
like
like a
lemon
British
fudge.
bloke.
Bloke.
I don't know. I started with Guinness. Like, I was like, I don't like beer.
Who the fuck
So I'm
starts
gonna
with
make
Guinness?
myself
That
like
is pretty
beer
crazy.
by starting with the darkest beer. But when you
It's like-
think about it, when you When you get into beer
Mhm.
and you're drinking
Okay.
beer,
Mhm.
Guinness isn't that heavy. Like, it's not
No,
like you drink it. It's
That's
smooth.
true.
It's just dark.
but it's like it's very coffee-y, you know.
I'm drinking shittier IPAs.
It's like I don't like to do drugs. I'm gonna try heroin first, like just straight
Well,
up.
yeah. Just go hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, okay, I could see that actually. It's just it's more of a heavy beer.
It's full of it's like eating your drink.
Yeah,
basically.
it's full of vitamins.
Yeah, I think for me,
Cool
it's
with it, too.
got to be Old Rasputin. Like
Old Raz
I just love Imperial Stouts, and that's
Both you
probably
guys
still my
going.
favorite one.
going dark.
Well, I think Grim
Yeah.
said he started dark, but he loves the summer shandy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Which is super girly and light.
No, you know what? Summer Shandy's good. I like it.
It's very
The
feminine.
lemon
No,
shandy
only
is
in
good,
America
too.
would you consider that feminine. I think, like in
Mhm.
plenty of other countries,
Well,
their shandy is.
they wouldn't drink it lemonade. They would just, it'd be a radler in another country.
No, they always drink it with lemonade in the UK. That's like when I first
Yeah, but it'd be a radler.
a rad. What?
I don't know.
No, I think you're making.
I don't
that
know.
up.
I wouldn't
Juice.
mess with Philly Phil over here on international stuff. He's been
Sure.
to more countries this year than I've ever been to in my life.
Ooh. How much beer did you drink? Anyway, we'll let Luke answer
Oh,
before you answer that.
If I'm not feeling like anything else, my go-to is actually PBR.
Really?
You mix it with Kool-Aid?
I know. And you know what? I know it's all hipstery and shit now, but I was doing it before it was cool, all right? That's not hipstery. No, I actually started drinking, like, back in the day, it was always the shitty, cheap, whatever, it was like Natty and Keystone and stuff like that in high school, right? And then you graduate to, like,
Daddy.
the better, and it was like Bud Light or Coors Light or Miller Light, right? One of those is always the kind of the go-to for everybody.
Yeah.
And then when I was in Idaho, I worked at a ski resort up there, and on the mountain there was a bar. Actually, there was two or three, but the one that was kind of the one where all the employees went after work. And if you worked there, you got pounder PBRs for $1.50. And so I drank a lot of those because it was like the discount that you got if you're an employee. And so everybody up there drank PBR. And so that's kind of what got me onto it. And I'm like, you know what? It always had a bad reputation for being shitty before then, but it's good stuff. It's easy drinking, has a good
It
flavor.
makes your skin turn to leather.
That's why I like it. I like to be
Does
weathered.
is that like Mountain Dew? Like that rumor that we've heard about
Yeah.
Mountain Dew
Yeah.
lowering your
You
sperm
guys
count
remember
or something?
Surge? Remember
Oh
Surge?
man, Sir, didn't they bring that back this
No,
year?
jeez.
I
They
think
did.
I think they did. Yeah,
Was it
I've
good?
seen it on the internet. I haven't had it yet.
Like I haven't tried it since
I
it
don't
came
touch
back.
that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it would have tasted like if I ever
It was
tasted
Mountain Dew,
before.
Yeah,
but it
me
was like
neither.
I'm too young.
it was basically like Mountain Dew, but it was made by Coke, and it was
Mhm.
super caffeinated.
There's the competition.
It was like their thing was that they had more caffeine in it, and so
But Surge reminds me of
So
of
it could kill
Slurm
you?
from Futurama.
yeah, that's basically Slurms McKinsey. Oh man, but yeah, that's probably my go-to. I don't know. I've been buying these Lagunitas 12 Nevers because they have the Imperial pints, the 19.2s, for like $1.60 at they're like $1.67 at HEB for these. And
Cat's gonna knock over all your plates.
I know that asshole. Look,
That's a
where he's
lot.
at now.
That's a wow.
What the what?
Look at this cat.
What? How?
Yeah, my cat
is
is
he
on
on
top of
your
the
door?
door right now. He's crazy.
I've never seen a cat do that, and I've seen pictures of that, but I was like, cats don't actually.
Yeah,
do
he
that
just
shit.
gets up there.
That's awesome.
What? Look
That's
at him.
awesome.
Yeah, he's
Does
crazy.
he fall?
No, I don't think he's ever fallen that I've seen. But
He's-
So-
okay.
He falls.
One last question.
when you travel
for me.
the world.
Okay, no, you
Yeah.
go first, and then I'll do the last question.
So Grim asked you before I answered about how much beer you drank around the world when you traveled the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what was it? How much did you?
I guess how much and what was your favorite?
Yeah.
I drank a lot of beer when I traveled the world, of course. European beer, I think we're all kind of familiar with, so it's not. But really, I guess beer is kind of taken off all over the place, kind of like it is here, where you got microbreweries and all these things. But so when I was in New Zealand, there was this Moa is the name of the brewery, and they made this imperial stout that I really liked as well. It was like, I want to say it was like 10 or 12%. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also really tasty.
So it was pretty hoppy because it was imperial.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Hoppy, coffee, which you said you hated earlier, but
I didn't say I hated it.
Happy coffee.
So if you'll go back to early episodes, you'll know that I had always talked about how I wasn't a fan of IPAs. I hated them. They were gross and blah, blah, blah. And I'm being hypocritical because I have come around on a lot of them.
I'm not going to lie.
Started.
So have I.
You have to suffer enough.
Yep.
So have I.
And I've started to enjoy them. So what I found out is I don't really like East Coast IPAs much. The hops that they use. I like West Coast hops with the Citra hops and the brighter floral kind of citrus and punchy stuff like that. I don't like the kind of heavy malty IPAs that you get, and the ones that have more bitter and less hop. I like the ones that are the brighter IPAs. Like Lagunitas has some really good ones. Sierra Nevada has done some good ones. That hazy little IPA is awesome. If you come across that. So I'm definitely coming around on them and enjoying a lot of different ones now. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, same with me. I used to hate IPAs, and then all of a sudden I surprised myself even. I don't know. Maybe it's just like anything else. When you start like doing it over and over again, you're just like, oh, I actually like this.
Well, yeah, it's like when I started drinking beer, I was like, I hated beer, but then, you kind of have yourself do it enough. And you're like, I actually enjoy it now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an alcoholic.
That's a good question. What was your first beer? You remember?
My first beer? I don't remember exactly what it was. I can tell you when it was, though. I was 8 years old. I was in Poland for my first communion, and my cousins stole some sort of beer. I don't remember what it was, but because it was Poland, I can easily guess that it was like some sort of lager, like Polish people.
Yeah.
They just, and a lot of Europeans even, they just love lagers only, like IPAs, this kind of craft thing. The craft scene hasn't really reached over there, I would say.
Yeah. That's interesting. What about, I see a lot of, what are they called? A lot of British pints like that they get all the time. They're not. Oh my god, I'm gonna draw a blank here. Somebody help me.
British pints. Like, I'm trying to help you, but you got to give me more to go on.
I don't know. Like, what's it's a style that you don't see a lot over here, but you see a lot, like in British culture. Like they're talking about them.
Like an EPA or something. Like, oh man,
I don't know. Shit, I think I might have drank too much.
I think you need to Google it. Like,
yeah. Well, what were you gonna ask, Grim? Or actually, go back, Grim. Do you know what your
Grim
favorite one
I
or your
told
first
you.
beer was?
I told you.
What?
My first would be Guinness.
oh yeah,
That was
right.
actually
I
your
didn't
first.
drink.
Like you didn't
Yeah, I
ever
don't-
try a beer before that?
I'm sure when I was younger, I remember my dad at some point, he drinks Michelob, so I would assume he gave me some Michelob and be like, don't ever drink this because it tastes disgusting.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because, you know.
Bitters.
Yeah, bitters, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ESB, extra special
I like
bitter.
Yeah,
Bitters.
ESB. See, I knew it was E something.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah, you said EPA or something like that.
EPA,
Yeah,
but
so,
that's
yeah.
wrong.
So, why don't we ever see... Oh, that's what they call pale ales?
Oh, really?
Okay.
But
Apparently, he
I
said
don't know. Every time
pale
I've had
ale
one,
isn't really a
it
beer
tasted kind
style.
of differently.
Huh. The term is used primarily to refer to the entire family of bitter and India Pale Ale styles, along with a few others. Okay.
Your IPAs.
That makes sense, because I always hear, like, oh, I'm going to have a bitter or something, and
Yeah, that's true.
never translated. Okay. So my first beer, I remember, was my brother Mark's graduation. Actually, it might have been my first, like, full beer that I drank, I remember. And it was a Busch Heavy, like, not a Busch Light, a Busch beer. And that shit was so gross. Oh my God. Yeah. No, we had bad beer tastes growing up. Like, it was whatever was cheap and around, you know, it was like Milwaukee's Best or Busch or whatever. And yeah, it's not good stuff. So what was your last question you wanted to ask, Bader?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I definitely forgot.
It's my fault. Sorry.
No, it's
That's
not
good.
your fault. It makes it easier on
It's
you
been-
guys. It probably was
It
going to be
was
something
6
really
to 9
difficult.
minutes
Like,
ago.
yeah, and I think it was going to be a math problem. Like, what was the square root of 69?
Yeah. It's like 8.3.
Some
69.
thing, right? Like
8.69.
like 8 something.
Yeah, so I said.
Yeah.
I get you.
I hate you.
God.
I'm not even drinking. I'm just tired.
And on that note, yeah.
Well, thank you for having
I'm
me.
going to check out.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It was a shit show as planned.
It was.
And
Well,
fun.
Amanda wasn't here, so
Yeah,
you know, rules
Yeah.
rules could be subverted.
when the cat's away.
Indeed,
I don't think it's rules. I think we just get misguided.
you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what, that's the thing. Okay, Amanda provides structure to this, and I'm just over here freewheeling, trying to do my best. You know, just a 35-year-old white man trying to do my best in the world. And
You know what?
So-
You're doing all right.
yeah. Oh man.
And also, before you play the outro, I forgot to say I really love your guys' intro. The song you play at the beginning, amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do like that.
You know, we try.
We have an outro?
No,
It's like kind of the intro, isn't it? Like the same thing.
it's the same thing.
Yeah. But I like the intro, not the outro.
That's how it is. Something like that. We get it from Ben Sounds. We always give the credits in our things because it's free. It's open source.
Creative Commons type deal, huh?
Yeah. As long as you credit.
No one will make us any. Bader, make us some music.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a music
Hey.
man.
Whatever. I've seen you sing backup on Hollywood
I've
songs.
Seen you sing.
I have. It was on Facebook or something.
It probably was. I'm sure.
We
Oh
were
yeah, I'm
just
sure it
singing
was.
here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. I did sing
You got-
Bonjour. I do know the Disney songs really well.
You got sold out by Xtina on Facebook.
I did. Xtina always sells me out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm leaving.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
well,
what we do. So we just talk and talk
Sleep.
and talk until Graham's like, I'm fucking have had enough, and he's out of here, and he leaves.
Goodbye.
And then we do the outro.
I'm the master of the show. I just tell everyone to leave.
So you're the real master. A lot of people
Nick,
always
he's
ask
not
me,
here.
"Am I the master?" You know,
Why did they ask
And then
you
you
that?
say Bader.
I don't know why. It's kind of weird, huh? They're like,
My name's
That is weird.
they're like, "Hey, are you the master?" I'm just like, "No. Why are you asking me that?" Like,
don't.
They're like,
don't
no,
look
I
at
just
me.
like fishing. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. Hanging
This
out
was
with us,
awesome.
Vader.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
No, I
We'll
had
play
a
some
lot
video
of fun.
games.
We need to.
Nice. What? What?
What?
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Okay, bye-bye.